What if I told you that the part of you causing the most pain is the one you refuse to see? Not your enemies, not your past, not your failures, but a hidden version of yourself, buried deep beneath your achievements, your identity, your ego, a shadow you've spent your entire life avoiding. And yet, this shadow holds the key to your transformation. If you've ever felt stuck, lost, or afraid of who you're becoming, this video will help you see why. Like it, share it, and subscribe. But most importantly, don't look away from what's about to be revealed. Part 1. The Lie of the Good Self. Most of us walk through life wearing a mask. We tell ourselves, I'm a good person. I'm self-aware. I'm doing my best. But what if that's just your ego talking? What if the version of yourself you present to the world, the one who's always right, always reasonable, always trying, is actually a defense mechanism? Because facing the full truth of who you are would shatter you. Carl Jung called it the shadow, the parts of you that are violent, jealous, selfish, insecure. All the traits you've disowned, they didn't disappear. You just buried them. And the more you deny your shadow, the more control it has over your life. Part 2. The shadow in daily life. Here's how it shows up. You criticize others for traits you secretly hate in yourself. You sabotage opportunities to protect yourself from fear of failure. You lash out at loved ones, not because of them, but because of a wound you never healed. This isn't weakness. It's unawareness. The Stoics understood this too. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." He wasn't just talking about obstacles in the world, he was talking about the ones within. Your ego is an obstacle. Your fear of being wrong is an obstacle. Your constant need to prove yourself is the shadow's way of screaming, "See me," but you don't. You run. Part 3. Why we run from ourselves. Why? Because we were taught to be perfect. We were rewarded for being polite, disciplined, kind, obedient, not for being real. From childhood, we learned to hide our anger, our sadness, our rage. We tuck them away in a dark corner of the psyche and pretend they no longer exist. But repression doesn't delete energy, it just makes it toxic. The Taoists warned of this too. Lao Tzu said, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." But how do you let go of something you never truly faced? Part 4. The Path of Shadow Work. Shadow work is the process of finding the pieces you lost, of owning the darker aspects of yourself, not to indulge them, but to integrate them. This is not about becoming worse, it's about becoming whole. Because if you don't own your anger, it owns you. If you don't face your insecurities, they will silently direct your entire life. You can't heal what you don't acknowledge. You can't transform what you won't touch. But here's the good news. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be brave. Part 5. Practical shadow work. Simple but life-changing. Start small. Here are 3 powerful questions to ask yourself. 1. What traits do I judge most in others? That's often a mirror of your own shadow. 2. When do I overreact emotionally? Strong emotional reactions are clues, indicators of buried wounds. 3. What do I never talk about, even with myself? That's the doorway. Walk through it. You don't need a therapist to start, but you do need honesty. Write it out. Sit with it. Talk to it. Ask your shadow, what are you trying to protect me from? The answer will shake you, but it will also free you. As part 6, ego versus awareness, the ultimate battle. The ego wants to look strong. Awareness wants to be strong. The ego avoids pain. Awareness walks through it with open eyes. The ego clings to identity. Awareness sheds it layer by layer. You must decide, do you want comfort or clarity? Because you can't have both. The ego says, I'm fine. The truth says, I'm hiding. And only one of those voices will lead you to freedom. Part 7. The Ancient Secret. In every spiritual tradition, Stoicism, Taoism, Buddhism, there's a hidden teaching. To know yourself is to face your darkness, not run from it, not numb it, not justify it. Face it. Because in the darkness, you don't find monsters. You find the parts of you that were waiting to be loved, waiting to be understood, waiting to be integrated. Our final message. Here's the paradox. The more you run from the shadow, the more it controls you. The moment you stop running, the moment you turn around and say, I see you, everything begins to change. That's the work. That's the truth. That's the hidden self. Face it, and you'll never be the same. If this spoke to something deep in you, hit that like button, share it, and subscribe. Not for vanity, but because the more we talk about this, the more we give others permission to face themselves too.